Howdy, folks, and welcome. Today, we're going to get into the beautiful, resonant world of vintage wind chimes. Specifically, why some of them sound like actual music, and others, well, they just sound like junk hitting junk.
We've all heard it, right? You're sitting outside and you hear that frantic, high-pitched tink, tink, tink from some cheapo chime. But then there's that other sound, that deep, soulful, almost bell-like ring that just kind of hangs in the air. So what's the secret? What makes that magical sound?
Think about it like this. Imagine you drop a brand new stainless steel fork on the kitchen floor. You get that sharp, kind of irritating clank, don't ya? But now, picture a heavy, old, silver-plated ladle and the sound it makes hitting a porcelain bowl, that deep, resonant ring. See, that's the difference between just noise and actual music, right there. And this chart here, this really breaks it all down for us. I mean, sure, modern aluminum gives you that high-pitched ting, and stainless steel is just kind of flat. But look over at the vintage silver plate. It gives you a deep, sustained clink. It's super durable, and it's got that gorgeous, historical look. It's really in a whole nother class of its own.
So what is the secret to that beautiful sound from these old pieces? Well, let me tell you, it's not actually about the silver plating you see right on the surface. The real magic, well, it's hidden underneath.
The term you really want to look for is EPNS. Now, that stands for electroplated nickel silver, and it was the base metal they used back in the golden era of flatware. Oh, from about 1870 to 1940. It's just a real dense, heavy alloy of copper, nickel, and zinc. And here's a little secret for you from my 40 years at the bench. Nickel silver, despite what it's called, has absolutely no real silver in it. Not a drop. It was all about getting the look and the feel, and, as it turns out, the sound. So why does this specific alloy make such a huge difference? Well, it all comes down to some pretty simple physics, believe it or not. It's all about density, and why heavier is almost always going to be better for creating a beautiful ringing sound. So here's how it works. That super dense alloy base, the EPNS, it vibrates really deeply. Then, that thin layer of actual silver on top, it acts like a dampener. It softens the initial hit and creates that perfect bell-like tone. Plus, heavier metal just naturally makes a lower frequency sound, which our ears find way more relaxing, and it travels a lot farther on the breeze, too.
All right, so now you know the science behind it. Let's get practical. How do you actually go out to a flea market or an antique store and find the good stuff? Come on, let's talk about how to hunt for these acoustic treasures.
Here's your simple 3-step playbook. It's easy. First, flip the piece over and check the stamp. You're looking for EPNS or A1. Those are your signs of real quality. Second, you gotta do the flick test. We'll get to that in just a second. And third, feel the weight of it. If it feels flimsy, like you could bend it with your thumb, just put it right back down.
Okay, and for that flick test, here's the magic number you gotta remember. 2 seconds. Hold the piece by the very, very end of the handle, give the bowl a good solid flick with your fingernail, and just listen. If that thing rings for at least 2 seconds, you got yourself a winner. Now, a few pro tips for you. When you get around to drilling these, you gotta use a tough bit, like cobalt or carbide, and a little oil. Trust me, this old nickel silver is surprisingly hard. For the best sound, you want your spoons to hit each other right in the sweet spot, the widest part of the bowl. And please hang on with something that'll last, like braided fishing line. Don't use cotton twine that'll just rot away in a season. Okay, let's just get to the question I know you're thinking. I hear it all the time. You're gonna hang these beautiful old things outside in the rain and the snow? Aren't they just gonna rust away? The answer is a simple, loud and clear no. See, rust is iron oxide. These pieces are made of silver, nickel, and copper, and none of them rust. Now, they will tarnish. They'll get this deep, dark patina over time, but that doesn't hurt the sound one bit. And if you ask me, it looks absolutely fantastic in a garden. And, that patina is really part of the beauty of this whole thing. I mean, it's about taking an object that has this long, long history. It's something that was designed for a formal dining room and giving it a completely new life out in the elements. I just love this quote. The garden will claim the silver. That sort of ghostly, weathered look, it tells a story, It's the story of this object's journey, from a life of quiet elegance inside to a brand new second life, just making music in the wind. So the big takeaway here is this. The next time you hear a wind chime,
I want you to really listen. Because when you choose these vintage pieces, you're not just hanging up some decoration. You're preserving a little piece of craft. And you're letting history itself sing right there in your own backyard.